What is the scariest experience you've ever had? I've always been the type to brush off horror stories. Ghosts? Haunted houses? Nah, I never believed in any of it. I thought it was all just to scare kids, nothing more. That is, until I moved to the middle of nowhere. A few months ago, I found the perfect house on the outskirts of a tiny town. It was secluded, peaceful, and came with a massive backyard that led into a dense forest. I needed a fresh start after some personal stuff, so this place felt like it would be exactly what I was looking for. Quiet and isolated. At first, everything was great. No noise, no distractions. It felt perfect. But then, something started to feel off. I noticed small things at first. Random noises late at night, like footsteps outside my bedroom window. At first, I thought it was just the wind, or maybe an animal. But then the noises kept happening, every night at the same time. I'd get up, check outside, but there was never anyone there. Just the dark, quiet woods surrounding my house. I tried to ignore it, but then it happened. I saw it. I was sitting on the porch one afternoon, sipping coffee, when I saw a figure standing at the edge of the woods. It was far off at first, just a dark silhouette against the trees. I figured it was just a person walking by, maybe a neighbor or someone hiking through. But the thing is, the figure didn't move. It just stood there perfectly still, staring at the house. I brushed it off. Maybe I was imagining it. I didn't know the area very well, so I thought, whatever. It's probably just a passerby. But then the next day, it happened again and again. Same figure, same spot, always just standing there, staring at the house. And it wasn't just standing still anymore. It was watching. I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. So one night I decided to grab my phone and take a picture. I wanted to prove to myself that I wasn't going crazy. I snapped the shot through the window, trying to get a clear view of the figure. The second the camera clicked, the figure's head snapped in my direction. It was like it knew. I froze. For a moment, it just stood there, unmoving. Then it slowly turned its head and walked back into the woods, disappearing into the trees. I was terrified. I tried to tell myself I was overreacting, but I couldn't stop shaking. Something was wrong. I didn't sleep that night. I stayed up watching the woods, half expecting to see it again, but nothing. The next day, I decided to go outside and look for any signs of someone being on my property. Footprints, broken twigs, anything that would explain what I was seeing. But there was nothing. No sign of anyone having been there at all. No footprints. Nothing. I started to wonder if I was just losing my mind, but it didn't end there. Follow for part 2.